Hey everyone, and welcome to Darkson Gaming. My name is Chris, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at how exactly stack attacking works, and then also talk a little bit about the super attack multipliers and how they actually make a difference when it comes down to stack attacking. Now, first and foremost, I want to give a huge shout out to the Dokkan Battle Wiki page. They provide us with so much amazing information and really help all the content creators out and the Dokkan Battle community. So please give them a shout out. You can follow them on Twitter, and then you can also go to the website to help them out. So please make sure you guys are going to do that. So when we're talking about stack attacking, essentially stack attacking is when you continuously are able to increase a character's attack through super attacks. So a lot of times they might have a turn-based, but in occasion it's infinite, and infinite just means that it's going to last for 99 turns. So when you're talking about the stack attack, there's a couple different things that you want to take a look at. And we'll scroll down here when we talk about infinite stacking. And when it talks about infinitely stacking people, you can take a look at a unit like Bula, who has a massively raises attack for 100%. Or the greatly raises attack, which is greatly raising attack by 50%. Some people sit there and look at this and they kind of wonder themselves, well, now wait a minute. When I have a unit that's attacking, they're attacking at 200,000 when I'm looking. So if I can actually turn around and take a look at some gameplay, we'll actually back out. Look at the Kaioken Goku that's right up at the top. He's got an attack stack of 159%. So people might be thinking every single time he super attacks, he's gaining 75,000 attack. And that's not the case. When they talk about that increase of stack attack, they're talking about the base attack, which is at 16,590. So that is what's getting multiplied by 50%. If this character massively attacked, then he would get the full 16,590 every single time they were super attacking. But in this case of a greatly raises attack, he's only getting roughly around 8,200. So every single turn, he's getting 8,200 added to his attack, which does add up pretty quickly. So one thing to kind of take a look at, and we'll jump into Jiren here. He's got 16,180. The hidden potential system, this guy is 100% rainbowed, ready to go. So he's getting an additional 5,400 every single time every time he attacks. So that's the difference when it comes to the hidden potential system and not using it. And then also the 55% increase, which is 2,000 across the board for everybody, versus an additional 2,400 attack when they are rainbowed. So that's why when you hear people talk about a 55% showcase or 100% showcase, especially when it comes to the infinite stacking of attack or defense, because defense is the exact same way, and I thought about making a completely separate video on defense, but it's important to know that defense stacks the exact same way. So when you look at this, if he turned around and infinitely stacked defense, he would be getting if it was 50% like the ultimate Gohan does, then you could turn around and on Jiren, he would be getting an additional, 5,500. So that's where that kind of goes into play with defense. But going back to the attack aspect of it, that's why it's so important why you see people want to rainbow units and why it can make a difference when you are adding some of those things. Now, when do things actually go into play? So I could sit there and say, okay, well, how does 16,590 actually turn around and become the 159,000? And then if I turn around and launch an attack, I go from 159,000 to 260,000. I mean, what added into that? Well, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. So, if we actually jump over here to the super attack multiplier, this is kind of where it breaks everything down. And the basic steps are, it first takes into consideration leader skill. So your leader skill is going to be that 150% to stats. So you have 2 leaders, so that's going to give you like 300%. And then it adds in passive skill, supports, then link skills, and then the attack boost from active skills. And I want to stop there because that's why a B-Pan active skill, as an example, at 30%, it makes such a huge difference because it's different than a 30% in a passive skill. They're already adding in 4 other boosts that go into it, so that's why it's important. And then you actually take a look at the key multiplier, which key multiplier is going to be the 12 key needed for a super attack, as an example, or 24 max key on a LR, or 18 key super attack. You probably hear that much more often. Then it takes into consideration your passive skills that are calculated while you're actually attacking. So in other words, somebody that says when performing a super attack, it gets added on differently. And then you have your super attack multipliers and breakdowns on that. Now, how exactly does a super attack multiplier work? Well, if you take a look here, we've got two different things we're going to take a look at. Most units that you're going to be seeing is going to either be a supreme or an immense multiplier. So this is the percent that they get when it's SA1. It's basically a 30% difference. But however, when you jump down to 10 on an SA10, you're talking about a 75% difference. So how does that actually go through and figure out that can become very important is just that you can quickly start adding on different things. Then when you're talking about a character that is an extreme EZA unit and they have an immense, you can see right down here, they're going to 130%. So the new Gogeta EZA that just came out on Japan's, JP's version, that's why he is sitting so much harder. As you're talking about adding on an additional 125% to his attack boost that is getting calculated. Is getting calculated here at the end. So all these things right here are getting an additional 125% attack. Then you take a look at the advantage and disadvantages of different things. Critical multipliers that are all added on at the very end. So an AGL character going against a strength character is going to get a immediate 50% increase because they're going against them. Or if you're a strength going against an AGL, a 50% decrease. That's why somebody swinging with a 20 million attack stat drops down to a 10 right away, because of the fact that they have that as the very last thing that's calculated. Now, another thing that is very important to take a look at is the potential system and how the potential skills can actually go through and look. And one thing that I want to show you and kind of break down again a little bit further is we're going to take a look at this Jiren. Everybody always talks about the importance of the combo attack, which is going to increase the multiple times you can attack. Crit increases the chance that you can hit that critical, which is very important because, again, that's that level 9 stat. And then you talk about dodge, and everybody wants to have those things added in. Now, one thing that's very important that you want to think about is type attack boost and defense type boost. I think those are very important because they are going to give you a 5% boost when going against a character that you have an advantage over. So in other words, if you're going against an AGL attacking, in the defense version, if an AGL character is being attacked by a strength character, that's going to make a difference in that defensive boost. You're actually going to get more defense that goes along with it. So we take a look now specifically at super attack. I've heard so many people get so upset because they get a level 5 super attack boost and I'll never use it. Here's a chance to why you would want to actually throw that on and just not let that skill orb sit and collect dust, okay? You get 5% per level. So this guy right here is getting a 75% increase on his super attack. So now we could go through and take a look at the super attack multipliers here, and you could say, okay, let's say a supreme character has that added onto it. That 75% difference now makes them immense. That is huge. So you're taking a supreme character to an immense character. 75% additional attack that is coming across per level that they're going up. So again, we come back up here. Remember, SA multiplier is the 8th thing that gets calculated. It's basically the last thing. So that 75% boost is boosting all these other things. So a level 5 super attack boost will actually increase all your stats by another 25%. That right there is big bad bosses. Think about how many times everybody talks about big bad bosses being one of the greatest links and everything else. This essentially, at a super attack boost, can give your guys a big bad bosses link. So think about it that way. Don't let those things collect dust. Throw them on. Yes, you might be looking at a character that, again, is infinitely stacking. And if I had a choice between a SA multiplier and being able to throw a combo attack on a Gohan here, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the level 5 combo attack to be able to add on to him, because that's just going to keep adding to his greatly raises attack and makes him that much better. So just one of those things to really kind of look at and break apart. So that's pretty much it. That's really what I wanted to go over, and I really hope that this kind of breaks everything down. If there's something I missed, please make sure you guys are making a comment down below. Ask me questions. I do my absolute best to try to respond to each and every one of you guys. But if you guys like today's video, please make sure you guys are going and hitting that red subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified every single time I'm uploading a new video. But otherwise, that's it. That's today's video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope that this has helped you out. But that's it. Thank you guys very much. We'll talk to you guys later.